Praise the Lord, everyone. Welcome to Inner Sculpting. Let us continue our Bible reading from the book of Daniel, chapter 7. Daniel's vision of four beasts. Earlier, during the first year of King Belteshazzar's reign in Babylon, Daniel had a dream and saw visions as he lay in his bed. He wrote down the dream down, and this is what he saw. In my vision that night, I, Daniel, saw a great storm churning the surface of a great sea, with strong winds blowing from every direction. Then four huge beasts came up out of the water, each different from the others. The first beast was like a lion with eagle's wings. As I watched, its wings were pulled off, and it was left standing with its two hind feet on the ground, like a human being. And a human mind was given to it. Then I saw a second beast, and it looked like a bear. It was rearing upon one side, and it had 3 ribs in its mouth between its teeth. And I heard a voice saying to it, "Get up, devour my many people." Then the third of these strange beasts appeared, and it looked like a leopard. It had 4 wings like birds' wings on its back, and it had 4 heads. Great authority was given to this beast. Then in my vision that night, I saw 4 beasts, terrifying, dreadful, and very strong. It devoured and crushed its victims with huge iron teeth and trampled what was left beneath its feet. It was different from any of the other beasts, and it had 10 horns, and I was looking at the horns. Suddenly, another small horn appeared among them. 3 of the first horns were wrenched out, roots and all, to make room for it. This little horn had eyes like human eyes and a mouth that was boasting arrogantly. I watched as thrones were put in place, and the Ancient One sat down to the judge. His clothing was as white as snow, his hair like whitest wool. He sat on a fiery throne with wheels of blazing fire, and a river of fire flowed from his presence. Millions of angels ministered to him, and 100 million stood to attend him. Then the court began its session, and the books were opened. I continued to watch because I could hear the little horn's boastful speech. I kept watching until the 4th beast was killed and its body was destroyed by fire. As for the other 3 beasts, their authority was given from them, but they were allowed to live for a while longer. As my vision continued that night, I saw someone who looked like a man coming with the clouds of heaven. He approached the Ancient One and was led into his presence. He was given authority, honor, and royal power over all the nations of the world, so that people of every race and nations and language would obey him. His rule is eternal. It will never end. His kingdom will never be destroyed. I, Daniel, was troubled by all I had seen, and my visions terrified me. So I approached one of those standing beside the throne and asked him what it all meant. He explained to me like this: these 4 huge beasts represent 4 kingdoms that will arise from the earth. But in the end, the holy people of the Most High will be given the kingdom, and they will rule forever and ever. Then I wanted to know the true meaning of the 4th beast, the one so different from the others and so terrifying. It devoured and crushed its victims with iron teeth and bronze claws, and it trampled what was left beneath its feet. I also asked about 10 horns on the 4th beast's head, and the little horn that came up afterward and destroyed 3 of the other horns. This was the horn that seemed greater than the others and had human eyes and a mouth that was boasting arrogantly. As I watched, this horn was waging war against the holy people and was defeating them, until the Ancient One came and judged in favor of the holy people of the Most High. Then the time arrived for the holy people to take over the kingdom. Then he said to me, "This 4th beast is the 4th world power that will rule the earth. It will be different from all the others. It will devour the whole world, trampling everything in its path. Its 10 horns or 10 kings that will rule that empire. Then another king will arise, different from the other 10, who will subdue 3 of them. He will defy the Most High and weigh down the holy people of the Most High. He will try to change their sacred festivals and laws, and they will be placed under his control for a times and a half time. But then the court will pass judgment, and all his power will be taken away and completely destroyed. Then the sovereignty, power, and greatness of the kingdoms under heaven will be given to the holy people of the Most High. They will rule forever, and all the rulers will serve and obey them. That was the end of the vision. I, Daniel, was terrified by my thoughts, and my face was pale with fear. But I kept these things to myself. Thank you for listening to the book of Daniel. We have completed 7 chapters. So in our next episode, let's listen to the chapter 8. Till then, take care. Have a blessed day.